humanity. Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're doing so good. I hope you are thriving and vibing. Let's get into what your guides want to yap about today. Let's see what is up, what is good, what needs to be brought to your attention that maybe you're not focusing on, that maybe we should focus on. Universe, please, inside information. What themes, what things do you have to Knight of Pentacles? Can we get some context cards for that, please? The Chariot, Knight of Swords. Okay, all right. I don't usually do this. I have this like really fun yes or no deck. And I'm just going to quickly pull out, is this about you collective, or is this someone's energy around you? So let me just pull a yes or no. Speak up about it. This is someone around you. 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 Wanting to make movement towards you. Y'all. Okay. I just feel like we've been on such a you-centered high that I'm like, I want to stay there. You know what I mean? I want to stay on the vibe that's like you. But I don't get to decide what the messages are about. The cards tell me, and I have to translate it to you. And I'm not going to pretend like I know better than your guides. Please. Girl, please. I don't know what I'm on about half the time, you know? No. I'm smart. I'm smart and I'm gifted and I'm an asset to everyone in my life. Ugh. Yes. See, I've been on that affirmation high recently. Okay. Let's see what your guides want to yap about with this particular energy that seems to be thinking about like moving back towards you. The more I let this energy in, oh my God. Now it makes sense. Okay. The more I let this energy in, like I just see the picture, it feels like, yeah, it looks like there's going to be some kind of movement towards you. Like it feels like they're coming back towards you, almost like, it's like what I see is like a sudden realization, like, oh my God. And I see it like, I don't know why there's like in a movie. It's because it's the horses and it's like they've come to some epiphany and they're like, we have to go. Shadowfax, make haste. That's a Lord of the Rings. Anyways, I'm getting that vibe. But they need to go back towards you. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I was having a feeling today where I got this really like tight and uncomfortable, like pressurized feeling in like my gut, like in my stomach. Just felt that. And then I heard my name again and again and again and again. I just heard Dan. You'll call me Dans because I come on here and I am multitude. So I am Dan in the plural, which is Dans. But like my closest friends and family that have known me like my whole life, they call me Dan. Short for Danielle, short for Danzy, short for all the Dans that I am. But I heard Dan. Interesting. Okay. So something was calling out to me to make time to come to a reading. So let's have a look at, I'm picking up that your Knight of Pentacles, their Knight of Swords, and in the middle is like the energy between. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, I feel like I'm hanging out with the girls right now. You know why? Because after I give my close girlfriends a tarot reading, which will last literally like 3 hours, we'll be sitting there and we'll be like going through it. We do a big general, right? We do a general and then we do the fun things. We do like the fun, like, okay, them and their partner, or them and whoever they're in a situation with, or them whoever they have a crush on. It's always like a card representing their energy, a card representing my girl's energy, the person who's being read, the person who they're connecting with, and then the energy in between them. So if we're going to take that, because we're all, regardless of gender, we're all girlies here, okay? And if you're not okay with being a girly, I'm still going to refer to you as that. So if you don't like it, it's gonna keep happening. So you're either gonna deal with it or click off, and that's fine with me. Okay. So your energy, Knight of Pentacles, their energy, Knight of Swords, the dynamic between you two, the Chariot. Oh my God, I actually love that we're doing this. I feel like we're having like a little night in. Let's grab the wine, like let's get some snacks. Give me your dog to cuddle up to and let's yap about this. Let's first and foremost look into your energy, the Knight of Pentacles energy. Yo, I'm getting too extra now because I feel like I'm with my girlies. Me and my girlies, they won't deserve me. That is a song that I wrote with one of my students who's in like grade 6. I think that's the equivalent of like early middle school in the US. With the young kids, we write like super fun songs, and they write at that age where it's like, you know, like 11, 10, 11, where they get like real sassy with it, and they're just trying to be like grown-ups. So they're writing about going to the beach and like meeting boys. Oh my gosh. Okay, your energy. We're like 7 minutes in and I have barely touched this reading. Okay, we have Justice coming up for your energy. 5 of Wands. 7 of Swords. 3 of Cups. Okay. You are stepping into a era of your life where you are the final line of defense when it comes to people that enter your life, and you take on that role very, very seriously. There comes to be like petty little squabbles that could be resolved in not squabbles, like situations that don't need to be fights or predicaments or anything like that. You're like, oh, absolutely not. You've been through enough tumultuous friendships, tumultuous relationships to feel like you have any time left for that. So you're like, no. I see signs. I know better. I know my worth. I know that I literally don't have time to deal with this. Like I literally have not a single second left to deal with this because I've done this. I've done whatever this is and I don't want to do it anymore. I want to spend my life doing fun things. So this is like, no. We're not doing this. I'm going to take my things and leave. I'm going to pack up my stuff and I'm going to go and hang out with the people that are not going to pull me into some unnecessary situation, who are going to see me for who I am and are going to celebrate me for who I am and uplift me and heal me and give me corrective experiences that really heal my soul, my spirit, my nervous system. Like that's where you're at. You're like, oh, I am taking care of business now. That's you. That's you. Let's have a look at this other person and then we'll have a look at the dynamic between you two. Okay, Knight of Swords. No, I'm sorry. Yes. No. I was like, do I need to smack out the energy? No. Universe, please, can you give us more information on this Knight of Swords energy? Or, okay, I feel like the feeling coming over my body is like I want to like shrug my shoulders up and I want to like hide. So either this person is in like a defensive, wanting to hide, going into their shell kind of hermit energy. Oh my God, it's like all through my body. Okay. Or it's you not feeling safe around them. It could be a bit of both, honestly. It could be like that this person was one of those people that you were like, oh no, we're not doing this anymore. I don't have time for this. Like this is not something that I can engage with right now. This is not something I can engage with anymore. Or they're feeling like they need to just feel like I just need to like, interesting. All right. Can I get some cards on this energy, please? 5 of Cups, the Devil, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Swords. Okay. We have some intense cards coming up for this energy. Okay, this is what I see. They are seeing a cycle in which they are more comfortable having lost things than acknowledging the things that they the things that like walk into their life, it almost feels like when good things come into their life, they don't appreciate it while it's there. And they're always kind of more focused on the things that they've lost, or the things that have left, or the things that didn't play out the way that they wanted them to. And that itself is like it's a mental practice. It's a practice. Everything that we do, every cycle that we're in is a practice. We're practicing that, whether consciously or unconsciously. But it's a mental practice that they're very trapped in. There's a loop. And I think it's gone unchecked for so long that they don't know how to get out of it. I think they might be at a point where they're aware of it, but it feels like they've dug themselves a hole just like too deep. I don't know where that comes from, but it feels like they've dug themselves a hole they can't get out of. And I think that because of that, okay, here's the analogy. They feel like they've dug themselves a hole they can't get out of. And they are in a hole and they don't have any way out. In their mind, they're like, I don't have a way out of this hole. But it's like they don't see the things that they still have. Maybe they still have their voice and they can call out for help. But that does not occur to them because they're just like, they're like, well, I don't have a ladder. I don't have something to like help me up. I don't have a rope. I don't have anything that can help me get out. But they're not seeing that like they can call out. Or maybe they're thinking that like, I have to get out of the hole myself. I can't call out for help because I can't have people see me stuck in a hole. Like I need to get myself out of the hole. And then once I'm out of the hole, then I'll be able to whatever it is that they want to do. But that's the energy here. It feels like they can't see the things that they still have on hand to get them out of the hole, or they don't see them as viable options. I think it's a big pride thing. I don't think they would label it as a pride thing. They don't think that it's like they're being prideful by not calling out for help. We're all different like that. We all, I definitely see myself as, or have historically seen myself as too proud. Not too proud, but I didn't see it as proud. I just didn't want to burden people. And I didn't want people to see me as like anything other than this like beautiful, bubbly energy. But then it's like if you don't let people see you in your darkness as well, then like they can't help you. And people want to help. Like people want to help in the same way that people want to give love. That's how we give love. It's like being of service. And I know that I love being of service to people, and they don't even need to give me anything in return. They just need to receive that for me to feel like loved by them, that they would receive that from me. Because we want to be in a community. We're like, it takes a tribe kind of thing. Anyways, that's that there. They're stuck in a hole and they can't get out, and they don't know how to get out. They think they can't. They're convinced like something's going to happen. Maybe a big tide will come in and then they'll float up to the top of the hole miraculously. I don't know. It feels like they're waiting for something to change to help them get out of the hole. Okay, let's have a look at this Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Swords energy. Okay. I'm having the Pentacles come in. There could have been a final gift, final offering, final communication in which you were dealing with this person. And I feel like you switched up the game a little bit. You switched up the game that you two were playing. Or at least the game that they thought you were playing with them. I don't think you were playing games. It comes through here with the, I'm so sorry, I just massively bumped the microphone. Okay, we're going to have to edit that out. I think you, in that justice energy, came down and you changed the cycle that you two had together. You switched up the game. You sat in your honest truth, you sat in your authenticity and you were like, exactly what you've been doing with the 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands. You're just like, I'm not dealing. I'm actually, whatever fight is here, that I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to have any part of it. So I'm just going to put my weapons down. I'm going to put my sticks down. I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to go home. They are acknowledging and viewing that interaction. I feel like I have to pull some more cards on that. Yeah, Queen of Swords. They're definitely viewing you differently because you switched up your attitude. Like, you changed. You have changed. I don't think that they... 2 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. Whoa. Audacious. Look. I'm not going to chastise someone for being audacious. Like, go for it. I'm like the queen of audacity right now, so why not? It feels like the cycle that you were both in, 2 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, they thought it was going to last forever. They always thought that you were going to think so highly of them. King of Pentacles. They were just convinced that you had always thought of them in this way and you would always think of them in this way. But the paths are changing and the cycles are changing. Yeah. We have the Emperor and then we have the Hermit. Didn't I say like Hermit energy? They would rather come across with all their ish together or not come across at all. They want to be standing in front of you in a $2,000 suit. Not stuck in a hole. Oh gosh. Look. We can't always help the way that we come across. We can try and influence it, but like, things can happen. Things can happen and circumstances can change. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into this like energy between you two, because we have the Chariot. Universe, insight and information. Tell me about the dynamic between these two energies. What does our collective need to know about this like dynamic between them? We have the Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Oh, there's a lot of overthinking here. Oof. Look, I'm getting a lot of Pentacles and a lot of Cups. Okay. This is the imagery that's coming to me, right? You being this like Knight of Pentacles energy, they see you as being this put together entity. I'm not even going to say person. You're an entity to them at this point. And they know that in order to come to you, there can be no falsehoods. There can be no fronting. There can be no, like, it's like they know that you see through them. So they have to show up. I think that's why they're like, no, I can't. Maybe they're okay with other people seeing them in a hole. They're not okay with you seeing them in a hole. Like, specifically, they're not okay with you seeing them not at 100%. Because you are 1,000%. You are so bright. The images that I get here with the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles, it's like you are this gorgeous like deity in a like a church or in a shrine or in a temple, right? That's how they see trying to come towards you, is this temple made of gold. And they think that if anyone is going to come into the temple to see the deity, to make an offering, they better have something worth offering to the deity. You can't come to the temple empty-handed and not give something to offer to the deity. And so they feel like they can't go in the temple. That's what I'm seeing. It's this like abundant, shining palace of gold, and they are like, they don't have anything worthy to offer. Nothing to justify why their presence would be welcome in the temple. Okay, that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy, you know? Like, I feel like it sits heavy in me because, like, relationships aren't transactional like that in the way that maybe they're perceiving it to be. And so I don't know if you're feeling that too, where it's like, but like, we don't need to do things for other people. We don't need to that's not how friendships and relationships work. That's not how love works. Okay, let's do a little bit of like, what is to come with this energy? That's always fun. That's always fun when I do it with my girls. What is to come? Or what do your guides want you to know about what is coming with this? There's a difference between like what's going to happen and what your guides want to say about what's going to happen. Okay, because sometimes you can't just like, it's good to acknowledge that like your guides will say something to ensure that you take the next actions for what is to come. You know what I mean? But like, you can't just know the future, because knowing the future is going to change the outcome. So it's like, we need to know what your guides want you to know moving forward into this. You know? I hope you guys know the difference and appreciate the difference. Yeah? What's the point in life if you know what's going to happen? The divine mysteries, bruh. Like, it's so fun. All right. Do your guides want you to know about this? Y'all, the Lovers just came out. Look. Can represent pathways, doesn't have to be romantic connection. Y'all, okay? This is hilarious. This is the kind of ish that would happen talking to my girlies, doing like a love reading together. One time it was like Ten of Swords, Devil. When I was doing it with a girlfriend, it was so funny. Okay, lovers. Okay. You keep walking your path. Okay. I should have just pulled the cards earlier. The Lovers, Eight of Swords. Okay. You keep walking your path. I do feel like a relationship for you would be wrong at this time, especially with this energy. Now, am I saying forever? No. Am I saying a friendship is wrong? No. No. But I feel like... Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Page of Pentacles. The advice is you got to just keep focusing on you. Keep focusing on you. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Then why did it come up in a reading? Why is this coming up in a reading if you just want everyone to focus on themselves? Like, why? Six of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this person is seriously thinking about making some kind of like move towards you. They're very much in the process of digging up stuff about you and excavating things, that they're in the process of it. So that might lead to some communication moving forward towards you. You've been warned, y'all. Let's keep in mind, we had the Lovers followed... Sorry. We had the Lovers followed by the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is not... I'm just going to say it. As I'm saying it not as your guides, but as your tarot bestie. This is not a relationship for you right now. Okay? Now, again, that's my biased opinion based on this, okay? I'm seeing way too many pentacles coming up in your reading. I don't think you should be in a relationship with anyone right now. It seems like you have amazing people around you that you're connecting with. Just focus on you and your temple, baby. Ugh. All right, let's get some oracle cards. All right, let's have a look-see. We have, you don't need it all figured out, the gifted guide, stars, chaos, opportunity. Have I been yapping about chaos recently? Yeah, I have. Chaos mode. Live it, breathe it, exist in it, and see the unlimited opportunity in it. And Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I feel like you're feeding all of your love and energy into yourself. I would love to see you continue on that and deal with any incoming energy with the absolute heart of gold that I know that you have. And we're just going to have to leave everyone else to their own devices and hope that they figure it out on the way. You know, all love. Well, I have to go and pop up to work. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next reading.